Okay, the person who just checked in on the iPhone, can you identify yourself, please?
My name is Ronnie Broadnex.
Mr. Broadnex, what time was your hearing?
8:30.
Are you just getting checked in?
Yeah, I was informed that I was supposed to show up in person. So I showed up in person, but I understand that I had a Zoom. So I was just getting the information from the Zoom. So I talked to someone a couple of weeks ago, and he said he didn't give me a Zoom ID, but I had a Zoom a couple of weeks ago. So I guess he got it confused, or I got it confused. But
okay, hold on tight, just one moment.
Thank you.
We're going to put you in a breakout room momentarily for one of the House Counsel attorneys to talk to you.
Okay, thank you.
Spell your last name for me, please.
B as in boy. ROADNAX.
And your first name?
Ronnie. RONNIE.
Okay, I do see you. Thank you.
Yes. Ready? The 36th District Court in the state of Michigan is now in session with the Honorable Judge Yancey presiding. While court is in session, there will be no talking, sleeping, chewing of gum, or reading any materials. Thank you.
Good morning to all of you. Attorney Nance, are we ready to proceed, or did the attorney show up for Berkeley? Is that Ms. Lee?
Yes, Judge, she is here.
Okay.
Yes, I'm here.
Are you withdrawing from that case, or are you representing Ms. Berkeley this morning?
No, I'm withdrawing.
Okay. And did you submit a motion to withdraw?
I did, I believe early January.
Early January?
Yep, I filed it with the court.
Okay, give me just a moment, okay? Unfortunately, Counselor, I do not see the motion. I will entertain an oral motion, if you are prepared for an oral motion.
Yes, Your Honor. We've had a breakdown of attorney-client relations, and due to that, I'm motioning to withdraw from this case. And in the interim, have court-appointed counsel assigned to Ms. Berkeley, and to give her time to retain another attorney if she wishes to do so.
Okay, Ms. Berkeley, is that your understanding?
Yes.
Okay, so the court will order or will accept your motion to withdraw Ms. O'Brien or Lee O'Brien. Ms. Berkeley, do you need time to retain another attorney, or are you able to talk to House Counsel today to get your matter resolved today?
I want to resolve today.
You want to resolve today?
Yes.
And Attorney Nance, have you had an opportunity to speak to her, or no, because she was still being represented by Lee O'Brien at the time?
Didn't speak with her, Judge, due to representation.
Okay, I will place her in a breakout room. I will place her in the breakout room, and if you would be so kind to speak to her this morning. It doesn't look that much of it. It looks like it's only one, if I'm not mistaken, only one offense. So we'll place her in the breakout room, and Attorney Lee O'Brien, thank you for showing up to let us know, because I don't know what happened to the actual hard copy of your motion, but we did not receive it.
Okay, no problem. Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you. Have a good day.
You too.
And Judge, I also wanted to let the court know that Mr. Ball, he's in breakout room 4. I did speak with him. We are ready on that matter, but he's on a regular telephone. So I was unsure of advising him how to come out of the breakout room.
Okay, that's not a problem. I will try to give him an indication to come out of the breakout room. If not, we'll do his last and close all the breakout rooms. For right now, I'm assigning Ms. Berkeley to breakout room number 5, if you can meet her in there.
Good morning, Your Honor. How are you today?
Good morning, Attorney Bradfield. I'm doing well. How are you?
Wonderful. I
Did you
do
get a
have,
chance-
go ahead, I'm sorry.
I apologize. Did you get a chance to speak to the young man on the iPhone? Or was that not you?
Mr. Brognax and Mr. Baldwin, I did speak with both and both are ready to proceed. Mr. Baldwin did check in early this morning, so he's ready.
Which one checked in first?
Mr. Baldwin.
I will take Mr. I'm trying to move him into the main session, but I can't.
No, he's already in the main session. He's in.
Oh, is that why I can't move him? Okay, thank you.
No problem.
So we will, and is there an officer to here on Baldwin? No? Okay.
Sergeant Dunbar is here on a client that did not appear, Alfred Bell.
Alfred Bell?
Yes.
Alfred Bell. All right, Sergeant Dunbar, you're free to go. We will make sure that we issue a warrant for Mr. Bell.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome. Thank you for showing up.
Thank you.
Bill, you didn't see any other officers by any chance, did you?
No, Your Honor.
All right, we will proceed with Mr. Baldwin. Mr. Baldwin, can you turn your camera on, please?
And Your Honor, Mr. Baldwin also has 3 civil infractions.
Uh-oh, you're breaking up a little bit.
They were from the same, okay. Mr. Baldwin also have 3 civil infractions that were in default. They are from the same stop.
I will
have
call the like to
Okay.
ask for me, you can motion to set aside the defaults if you like.
Thank you.
But did you get a global offer including the defaults or no?
Yes, I did, Your Honor.
Great. Thank you so much. Now calling People versus Marcel. Mr. Baldwin, are you able to get someplace where there's light? All I see is a black shadow right now.
All right, yeah, hold on, let's see.
So we have Mr. Barnes and Ms. Baldwin. I just went through all that and was on mute. I really can't wait to in person again. So now calling the People versus Marcel Dennis Baldwin Jr. Ticket number P 1337524, one count of driver's license never acquired, one count of no insurance misdemeanor. Also in default, ticket number P 1337459, one count of failure to yield right of way or interfere with traffic, one count of excessive noise, muffler, horn, or exhaust or tire, and one count of no receipt of or unsigned registration. Please state your appearances for the record, starting with the attorney.
Good morning, Your Honor. Daphne Bradfield, P 70578, on behalf of Mr. Baldwin. State your name for the record, sir.
Marcel Ball.
Your Honor, for purposes of arraignment, he stand mute and wait for more readings. And we would also like to ask if the civil infractions that's in default, if the default could be set aside.
So order the failure to yield, excessive noise, and no receipt will be set aside. How would you like to proceed?
Your Honor, my client is aware of his trial rights. However, he would like to enter a guilty and a responsible plea and accept the people's recommendation, which is if he was to plead to SP 1337524, count 1, driver license never acquired, it will be amended to failure to display. And if he was to plead to SP 1337459, count 1, failure to yield, it will be reduced down to blockading. Is that your understanding of the offer, Mr. Baldwin?
Yes.
And is that what you would like to do?
Yes.
Stipulate to probable cause and dismissals.
We so stipulate, Your Honor.
And Mr. Baldwin, will you raise your right hand? Do you swear or affirm that what you said today will be the truth?
Yes.
Okay, you can put your hand down. Did you had an opportunity to speak to Ms. Bradfield and she advised you of your rights, correct?
Correct.
And you understood those rights?
Yes.
Did anyone threaten you, force you, or promise you anything in exchange for your guilty plea today?
No.
Are you pleading guilty on your own free will?
Yes.
Are you pleading guilty because you actually are guilty?
Yes.
And you understand that pleading guilty today will waive your right to a trial?
Yes.
Understanding that you're waiving that right, you still would like to enter a guilty plea?
Yes.
All right, turning your attention to April 5th, 2022, were you driving the 2022 Chrysler in the area of Live and 94 Freeway in the city of Detroit?
Yes.
And were you pulled over by police on that day?
You said, was I pulled over by the
Were you
police that
stopped
day?
by, yeah, were you stopped by the police on that day?
Yes.
And when asked to produce a driver's license, were you able to do so?
I didn't have no license.
Okay, and were you also interfering with traffic? Were you blockading or interfering with the flow of traffic?
No.
For purposes of the plea.
Did you fail to yield? Did you fail to yield or interfere? Yeah, failure to yield is interfering with traffic, Mr. Baldwin.
Yes.
Okay. Satisfied, counselor?
Satisfied, Your Honor.
All right, so the court will enter a guilty plea for failure to display and also responsible for blockading. The failure to display, one moment. Mr. Baldwin, are you working currently?
Yes.
Okay. Otherwise, do you have a pretty clean driver record?
Yes.
All right, so I am going to give the statutory fee for blockading of $175. And for the failure to display, I'm gonna give the minimum of $190. And it's a total of, oh, that is not the total, 1 second. $365. Would you be able to make that payment within the next 30 days, sir?
Yes,
Are you sure?
I'm positive.
Okay, here's what I will do. Do you have 30 days, 60 days, 90 days? Okay, so the failure to display is, I'm going to enter, assess a fee of $190, blockading will be $175, the total will be $365. If you can enter into a payment agreement in the next 30 days, then that will satisfy your requirement. If you have not entered into a payment agreement within the next 30 days, then I expect for it to be paid in full by then.
March 16th, 30 days.
16th. March 16th is the due date. And if you are not, if it hasn't been paid, if you haven't entered into a payment agreement, then I expect you to show back up at court on that day.
So am I supposed to just join the Zoom or something? Or come in?
Only if you haven't paid it, only if you haven't paid it, and only if you haven't entered into a payment agreement. But if you have not done either of those, make sure you zoom back in so that we can
Okay.
kind of reassess things, okay?
Okay.
All right, I will see you on March 16th, unless you have paid your tickets in full by that day, you are free to go. This concludes your matter.
All right, thank you.
And I apologize, but all the other counts will be dismissed for the record.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome. Have a good day.
Thank you.
Ready to proceed on Barnett?
Yes, Your Honor.
Check in, right? Got it. I got it. Ms. Berkeley is asking to change her court date for black to change her court date from Tuesday. You can go ahead and call it. Now calling the People versus Ronnie Lewis Barnett Jr., ticket number P1287672, one count of failure to secure load, one count of no insurance misdemeanor. Please state your appearance for the record, starting with the attorney.
Daphne Bradfield on behalf of Mr. Broadneck. State your name for the record, sir. Mr. Broadneck, please unmute.
And turn on your camera.
Turn on my
Can you repeat that, Mr. Barnett?
Ronnie.
We'll let the record reflect that his connection, his audio connection is not very clear. However, his name is Ronnie Broadneck as it appears on the screen. Ms. Bradfield, how would you like to proceed today as the date and time set for a show cause matter in this case?
For purpose of arraignment, he stand mute and wait for more readings, Your Honor. He would like to ask that this matter be set for a pretrial date. Is that correct, Mr. Broadneck?
Okay, Ms. Broadneck, I'm gonna have you turn your camera back off only because I don't think that that's working for us.
Yes.
Oh, there you go.
Okay. All right.
They
so
turn
the
my
court-
camera back off.
Yeah, I just went on and turned your camera back off, because sometimes it helps when the camera is off to be able to hear you better.
Oh,
But you
no.
have we have pre-trial.
Almost.
Weren't you right there the last time I came in here?
Yeah, court had just started.
What was that?
Okay, I apologize for the delay, but we have a date, March 28th, 2023 at 8:35. The court will enter a not guilty plea on behalf of Mr. Broadnax and set this matter for pretrial, zero bond continued.
Mr. Broadnax, did you get that?
Yes, I was gonna ask you all to repeat the next date, please.
March 28th, 2023 at 8:35 a.m.
March 23, 8:30 p.m.
March 28th
at 8:30 a.m.
at 8:35. Yep,
8:35 a.m. Okay, got it.
we will see you on March 28th.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Bye.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome, thank you. Ready to proceed on Ms. Berkeley?
Yes, Judge, we are.
2 seconds. I should know today's date. It's Valentine's Day. Happy Valentine's Day.
Happy Valentine's Day.
Lost.
Oh, Mr. Berkeley, you're free to go.
All right, thank you.
You're
Bye.
welcome. Have a good day.
You have a better one.
Thank you. All right, now calling the people versus Shanette Berkeley, ticket number P 972-979. One count of disobeying a lawful order of a police officer. Please state your appearance for the record, starting with the attorney.
And good morning, Judge. May it please the court, Janeki Nance, P 68686, appearing on behalf of Ms. Berkeley. Ms. Berkeley, if you would, please unmute your microphone and state your name for the record.
Shanette Berkeley.
Judge, today's the date and time set for pre-trial regarding Ms. Berkeley's matters. Judge, I had an opportunity to speak with Ms. Berkeley in detail regarding her matter. At this time, we are requesting a couple of things. We are requesting to continue her pre-trial. We are also requesting on behalf of Ms. Berkeley that she be given an opportunity to have assigned counsel assigned to this particular matter to represent her. Based on the conversations that I've had with her, this is not, it's not going to resolve today, and there are quite a few issues involved in this particular case. So that's the first thing we'd like to ask. There are some additional things we'd like to request as well.
So requesting assigned counsel, was there an offer made today?
Judge, I did not seek an offer from Ms. Walker based on the conversation that I had with Ms. Berkeley.
Okay, understood. So, we will assign counsel in this matter, and the court will set this out for a pretrial date of March 28th, 2023 at 8:35 a.m.
Thank you, Judge. Additionally, after speaking with Ms. Berkeley, and I'm glad that Assistant Corporation Counsel Walker is on as well, it appears that Ms. Berkeley was previously represented by retained counsel. I am unsure if she has all the discovery that may be associated with this case. Based on the register of actions, it appears that the officer who issued the ticket is a man by the name of Kevin, K-E-V-I-N, middle initial is M as in Mary, last name is R as in Robert, E, M as in Mary, P as in Plum, E as in Echo. We are requesting any police reports that he may have drafted associated with that, as well as body camera too. It's also my understanding on this particular day, there were several officers who came to the scene of this particular incident. We're unsure of who those officers were, but we are requesting all discovery associated with those officers as well.
So who is her attorney of record?
That will be made by the assigned counsel. It will not be me.
So I guess my question then would be, who do I deliver discovery to?
So we will so it'll be set for pretrial, and then we'll set it for a final pretrial as well. That way, on the pretrial date, we can have an attorney of record to ensure that we can give that discovery to. Right now, the court is ordering that any of those records be maintained and not destroyed until after we have resolved this matter.
Yeah, so people would just ask that whoever the attorney is that is assigned of record make the request to us so we know exactly what the attorney that's going to be assigned to Ms. Berkeley is requesting.
I will do my best to translate that message. But in the meantime, again, we'll set it for pretrial for 3/28, and at that time, whatever assigned counsel should be present on that date. But in the meantime, I will do my best to translate the message to get that.
Thank you, Judge.
Thank you.
And Judge, for the record, I do have an address and telephone number for Ms. Berkeley. I'll put it in the chat so that way the court can provide that to assigned counsel.
Okay, thank you so much.
And Judge, in my absence, the attorney on the docket is Lee O'Brien. Was she removed from this case?
She was removed from this case well, she had done a motion of her, she did an actual motion to withdraw, but the court just heard an oral motion this morning since we did not have any record of receiving the actual motion in the file.
Okay, thank you, Judge.
You're welcome. So she was removed as counsel, and Ms. Berkeley will be represented by assigned counsel here.
Thank you, Judge.
Berkeley, I just want, I'm not assuming anything, but this case does have to move forward. So the house counsel or the assigned counsel that is assigned to you, I would expect for you to be able to, work out any differences that you may have had with your previous counselor, because there won't be very many opportunities to prolong this matter.
Okay.
All right. So that concludes this matter for today. We will see you here for a pretrial on March 28, 2023 at 8:35 a.m. and we'll have assigned counsel here on that day for you.
Okay.
You have a good day.
You too. Thank you.
Thank you, Attorney. Thank you, Madam Prosecutor, as well. And it looks like we're done. This is crazy. We didn't have very many show up today.
I am thankful because we are beyond short staffed today, so that worked for me.
Well, good. I'm glad.
All right, thank you, Judge. Thank you, Ms.